One time when I was living in Hazelwood, my mother, she had a boyfriend, and I'm going to take my time on this one. I was going to Gladstone. I was being picked on. I was being bullied. Just looking back, it seemed as though it wasn't serious. But there was rumors somebody brought a gun to the school, and there was a joker. I forgot his name. I think his name was Philip something. And we had academic, math, science, and all that kind of stuff. And one time, it was in the summertime, we had like halter tops with no, I was wearing no straps with it, just the top, and shorts or pants I think I was wearing. I was walking in the classroom, minding my business and everything, and chalkboard was right there. So this boy, being a jerk, came up to me and pulled my halter top. All these were showing, and everybody looked. I was so embarrassed. What kind of me don't know how to defend myself or anything. I pulled my halter top, scared to go back in the classroom, but I had to go back in there, people be laughing. This would be a memorable, for life. And there were some, I just didn't have any friends. I just don't know how to express myself, how to make friends. The only thing I had to go back is to a home where, just worst of all, my mother had a boyfriend, and I had a pet. His name is Boots, and my mother, when she goes to sleep, her boyfriend comes to my room and molested me almost every night. Look, it was like every night, and I was very angry, guilty, embarrassed. It felt very uncomfortable. The worst of all, don't even know who to go to. Back in them days, what's 911 is? School counselor? What school counselor? There were no nothing. I didn't even know what you call it, but it didn't feel any good. But I was between the ages of 11 to about 11, 12, 13 years old or something like that, somewhere. 10, 11, 12, 13. All my mother said, my mother never said anything about, while I was away up at Fort Dix, that's where the army she went to, and she never doubted her boyfriend at all that he ever done something like that to me. You know, love can be blind, but I had very hard, difficult to explain, but he covered it up. But we were just playing. That's what he was saying. We were just playing around, that's all. But no, not to me. And my mother left a minor child to a man she doesn't even know herself. A minor child. And so she went to the Army, and I will never forget till the day I die what that man been doing to my life. Her so-called boyfriend. One time I was running around in a very tiny apartment. Running around, he was chasing me, I was jumping over the beds, I was closing the doors. It was like the devil himself trying to get me to drag me to hell. And I was running, trying to escape. I know when you try to survive, then you go outside, yell out help. Well, I could have, but at that time in your mind as a child, at those days, what help? Like I said, it seemed like my personal world and the world at school and everything, it seemed as though it's not going to help me at all. I don't even know the neighborhood that much, not even the neighbors. I was screaming, I was running, I was, run in a small apartment. He would keep chasing after me. And by the time I ended up in their room instead of my room, he held me down. He is, I saw what I'm not supposed to see. And I was fighting the best that I can for him to penetrate. I'm just putting it nicely. Intercourse. I saw it, I was like, get off of me, get off of me. I was like, pushing him back and everything. Man has strength, and me as a skinny child, screaming and everything. And the house that we lived in is down the hill, and it is the only house that's down the hill near the street. The other houses is up the hill. We was the only ones down the hill on the house. So it was a 3-story house. I forgot what had happened after that, very vague. And he was intimidated. He was very manipulative. Every time I walked past to get something to eat, every time I walked past to, whatever, turn the volume up, turn the volume down, turn the channel, turn this and that, and whatever. And I hated it. I hated it, and that's all that I can remember. But it was every night. He is there in my bed, telling me lies with his hand between my legs. And I kind of push him away, and he's saying this and that. And my mother, yes, where was your mother at? Well, my mother, either she was sleeping or she must have gone to bingo or something. And I did tell my mother, and it's, like I said, love is blind. I tried to express it, and I couldn't express it at that young age because it never happened to me prior to it. This sin, this evil situation never happened to me. My mother never mentioned. If anybody ever touched you, she mentioned once. And my mother never questioned about her boyfriend ever touching me. Did he do this? Did he do that? When she came back from the army, and she never questioned. She never asked. Nothing at all to help me out, you know. Not only that, she never apologized to leave a minor child to a stranger that she don't even know. She thinks she does, but she don't know the true color of what he really is. And then she had to go back. Now this is what really happened. I think that she may have known better not to leave a minor child in with a stranger. So this time, the second time, I went to my aunt's house and stayed on over there till my mother got back. What had changed to her mind, I don't know. Something must have happened, or something must have was said, you know. But this time, my mother did something that makes sense. You know, leave your daughter to a family members. Never leave a child, an infant, a baby, whatever, to your boyfriends or to people you don't trust. You may like them, love them, or whatever. But that trust and confidence, I mean, that child is part of you, and you don't do that. Leave it in the hands of your boyfriend. Leave it in the hands to somebody could say anything just to get money, or you have to do background check, do research, do networking, do something, you know. The child safety is in your hands. You know, it's in the adult's hands. As an adult, as a parent, the child's life is in your hands. And who knows, somebody else has your life in their hands. And you may never know, but treat it as though that this child could be you. And what would you think that your parents would left you in somebody, some stranger, uncle this, aunt that? Well, how would you feel? You know, and sometimes children say anything because they just don't like them. That don't mean that the person did it. So it's very difficult. Sometimes you're trying to get a job, trying to get food on the table, trying to maintain it. Must just get the, you know, food, clothes, a home and everything. You have a child, that is a certain way of trying to get a babysitter, and have trust is a sacred thing when it comes to children, parents, and children are vulnerable and they don't know how to express them. You have to teach them. You know, danger stranger is not an old thing. It's not a weak thing. If you're in danger, let me tell you something real quick. When you have children and they grow up, they be around with their family members, and that child grades used to be up, used to be valedictorian, used to do things and be in sports, used to do things that getting certificates, rewards, getting A's and B's, and your grades all of a sudden start to lower. It's starting to uninterested, whatever. Whether it's good or bad, ask a child, how are you doing in school? Who's your friends? You made any friends? Or get interested. You know, sometimes pray. It doesn't hurt to pray, that give you the strength, give you the the strength, and give you patience, and so that you won't be one of the statistics in this world we're living in. Everything's not perfect, but you may never know. And let the child take their time. If the child has difficulty explaining, help them out, but not in your face, but baby steps. You know, the child may be embarrassed. You know, one of my classmates did this to me, did that, and will touch me, or one of the boys put me in a boy's bathroom and put my head in a toilet with all that feces and stuff floating around, and you look like a geek and everything. You look different. You look easy target. But like I said, I've been through that stuff. Well, not putting my head in the toilet or nothing like that, but I was, like I said, every time I walk home from school, there's this boy always picking on me, always pushing me. A boy want to fight a girl, that just, you know, I don't know this boy no more. He doesn't even know me. And one time in the classroom, one of the boys was showing his private to me, and I found it very nasty, and things like that have happened. Girls, they laugh at me behind my back, talk about me behind my back. It's just very stressful to a person, strenuous and very scared and fearful, you know, to these bullies. Or the problem is them. Not me or anybody else. It's them. And you know, sometimes, even right now to this very day, I hope they change. I hope their life is better, or they probably be I better stop. It's 20 minutes. We'll continue.